The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Needs 100.9.
Needs FM Neo.
The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Needs 100.9. The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Needs 100.9. Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Needs 100.9. The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Needs 100.9.
cheap onkno. Nit FM yo. Nit FM yo. What's your heart? The cheap onkno. Nit FM.
The Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9. What's yet the Torchlight Jumedi Ewo Nix 100.9.
What's your heart? The cheap onkno. Nit FM. Nit FM yo.
Anwumre Yamagana phone nyina kwaba edebe jumedi aye friend Torchlight we need 100.9 and anwumre yatena say ya baba bedi command dia fire my Ghana ho ya baba twa say dia omine nsem eko ya baba twa amanyo nsem ayeye owo ya manimu amanyo nsem ayede chechire omine no de ejina ne nan so eno ne ya baba ye ene anwumre we need 100.9 ejana anwumre kame ho na ye fa Torchlight ne ye fa mro Meeting Edemak Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN. Matena siya ye babe tuwa nkomo. Ye babe kese di nkomo koso. Se mene wuka sei. Ene nkomo pa mi babe di ejina Abilikuma North Constituency. Abilikuma North Constituency. MPP for a press conference ene. Press conference ene tofa bomini nyina ne se. Electoral Commission krata wamede beto abonten. Efa Abilikuma North hono wamane electoral commission no enye adwen wamane electoral commission enye adwen na die nti a wamane electoral commission enye adwen no ye baba bedi ho nkomo enkomodi a ekọ so electoral commission for statement a wamade ba abonten enkutamudi ekọ so and wamo kase wamane afanu ni nyina ahia ye ka afanu na na kwakwaye MPP ene NDC wama hia and wama gi atum say even though NDC for co propose a year rerun of 37 police stations and a coba said there be electoral commission for no hwehwe mu no wama ka say 37 de omuntimi ye na mo wama hwehwe mu no 19 police stations and a woman to me a yet rerun no. 80 say sana akwakoye. Akwakoye say now we asking. So what's next? Electoral Commission for a date. Mama can come a cat animal on a tea. Because I never mad DJ bro. Madi Jibril a deputy director of elections. Madi Jibril eba beka me ho ha. Deputy director of elections at the NDC. Obeba ha. Na yabo ablekuma not enkomo. Press release from Electoral Commission on elections in selected polling stations in Ablekuma North constituency. As part of its commitment to resolve the impasse regarding the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary elections, the Electoral Commission yesterday, Tuesday 1st, July 2025, met with the representatives of the National Democratic Congress and New Patriotic Party. The meeting, which was a follow-up to an earlier meeting held on Thursday, 12 June 2025, provided both parties the opportunity to brief the Commission on any new developments regarding the said constituency. The parties informed the Commission that their positions put forward at last meeting remained unchanged. The parties informed the Commission that their position put forward at the last meeting remained unchanged. The NDC held a view that the election should be rerun in 37 polling stations because scanned pink sheets from 37 polling stations which were used to collate the results were provided by the MPP. The MPP was of the view that the result from the 3 outstanding polling stations be collated and a winner declared, since the NDC agent had verified and confirmed the scanned polling station results they presented. It is important for the public to understand that the issue in contention has to do with the fact that 37 pink sheets provided by the MPP and used to collate the results were scanned copies. The public may recall that public party and political party supporters besieged our collation center and destroyed a number of pink sheets for the Ablekuma North parliamentary election during the collation of results following the December 7 general elections. After extensive deliberations, the commission informed the political parties that it would proceed to rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The commission arrived at a decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling station because the 19 scanned polling station result used for the collation, through approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. It is instructive to note that the commission was able to secure the polling officers' verification and confirmation for 18 scanned polling station results. Agents of both parties also approved same. A remand will therefore not be held in those polling stations. The election will be held on Friday, 11th July 2025. We count on Ghana Police Service to provide the needed security to ensure a safe environment for the conduct of the elections. Thank you. Signed, Samuel Tete, Deputy Chairperson Operations. I will say Electoral Commission for Kratanini. But earlier, one more call Parliament, Echo can say be our Parliament. One more call Parliament, one more say one more kind of boy bra, kakra, because one more can say 3 polling stations that can be collected. The Electoral Commission can say 3 polling stations on Bayer rerun. Not even the rerun. And he said, yeah, can no. Say the Electoral Commission, upon consulting the 2 major political parties in a woman involved, about to they agreed, say, one Bayer rerun was 19 polling stations. MPP for said they are rejected. They have rejected. Sir proposal, and I say the Electoral Commission they are about to. So they are going to seek legal redress. One more day, somebody Babako court. Ebeko court and any chile na womo akwa kudi asem no ho, because there should be a collation of 3 police stations, not 19 rerun. Okay. My somebody be a general secretary of the MPP or the Tuja. Lawyer Justin Kodia Frimpong, 72 Jadi.
Conference. The essence of this engagement is to communicate the MPP's official position on the decision by the Electoral Commission to rerun the polling station elections in 19 polling stations within the Ablekuma constituency. As you are aware, the EC on Wednesday, 2nd July 2025, issued a statement on Ablekuma parliamentary election statement under the hand of Mr. Samuel Tete, Deputy Chairman Operations, with the caption, "Elections in selected polling stations in Ablekuma North." The EC stated emphatically that following a meeting with representatives of the NPP and the NDC on 1st July 2025, and after extensive deliberations, it had resolved to rerun the election in 19 polling stations. The EC gave the following justification.
I'm very happy. I'm going to Neat FM Neo.
I quote, "The commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, let it be on record that at the meeting with the Electoral Commission on 1st July, our representatives, in the persons of Evans Nimakon, our Director of Research and Elections, and Ebenezer Nati, Honorable Ebenezer Nati, former Member of Parliament for Ablekuma Central, representing our party, vehemently opposed the position of the Electoral Commission. So it cannot be that after extensive discussion, the EC painting the picture as if the parties there agreed to their roadmap. The MPP reps at the meeting opposed to the Electoral Commission's position, and that was our position at the meeting, just for the records. For the avoidance of doubt, the New Patriotic Party finds the Electoral Commission's sudden U-turn on Ablekuma North stalemate as not only shocking, but also disingenuous and unlawful. The party thus completely rejects the decision of the Commission to rerun the polling station elections in the said 19 polling stations, and we shall proceed to advance our reasons. It will be recorded that the High Court, Accra, on 4th January 2025, granted an application filed by the MPP to compel the EC to conduct its constitutional and statutory duty of completing the constituency collation exercise in 4 outstanding constituencies, which were Ablekuma North, Tema Central, Okaiki Central, and Techiman South. The High Court specifically ordered the Inspector General of Police to provide adequate and armed security to the EC to complete the collation and to declare the winners of the parliamentary elections in these constituencies. The EC and the IGP have since complied with the court order to collate and declare the winners of the parliamentary results in these outstanding constituencies except for Ablekumanov. In the specific case of Ablekumanov, the High Court ordered the EC to complete the collation of the remaining 64 polling stations out of a total of 281 polling stations in the constituency. It is on record that on many occasions that the EC tried to complete the Ablekumanov collation, tax belonging to the NDC always stormed the collation center to disrupt the exercise. The EC itself had cause to issue a formal statement accusing the NDC of masterminding the attacks on its offices and officials. We refer you to the press statement of the EC on 17 January 2025, where the EC stated categorically that supporters of the NDC, led by the Greater Accra Regional Organizer of the NDC, invaded the collation center at their old office and destroyed the commission's properties, threatened their staff, and caused them to flee because the environment had become unsafe. True character of the NDC, always causing chaos. The attacks on the EC, as captured by the media, were almost always orchestrated by the Ablekumanov constituency organizer of the NDC, Kalamu Adamu Musa. Typical of the NDC, this gang leader, Kalamu, who ought to be in jail for his lawless conduct, has rather been rewarded by President John Dramani Mahama with the position of Municipal Chief Executive Officer for Ablekumanov. Obviously, this was his reward for doing the NDC's dirty work. And despite being rejected overwhelmingly by the assembly members during his confirmation exercise, the NDC government continues to recognize him as the MC. Well, the aggrieved assembly members, led by the presiding member of the assembly, Ibrahim Sule, had taken the matter to court to challenge the purported confirmation. So we shall comment no further. Despite all the gangsterism and frantic efforts by the NDC hoodlums to disrupt the Ablekumanov coalition on many occasions, the EC still managed to collate some of the polling station results with the assistance of party agents.
It's Abusia and a press conference also, and I know what Sugusu and Wuti, somebody be, and I hear Justin Mponkodia, General Secretary, the man, New Patriotic Party, no D2 Madi Jibril, or a Deputy Director of Elections at the NDC. Madi, Madio.
Major Mejoso.
That is saying,
and you do mayo.
NDC more no make say.
Oh, make us say, Alhamdulillah. So far, so good. But there's more room to improve.
Yeah.
So far, yeah, promises are there more mine. We are fulfilling those promises. The biggest one now, MPP Ebisa in Parliament, say 24-hour economy issue now, and budget ne and can once into a best coming Ghana for a catch on some montombo. Yeah, Pesabani say prayer and also your Tima Lanchi process, you know.
Yeah.
Intibeka say so far, dear, party dear, but it's too early because we are 4 years ahead of us. We want to do better than what we are doing so far 6 months now.
Okay.
And that's what we are looking at.
All right. Okay, Madi. And your friend one common age na Ablekumanov. My colleagues MPP one more signal say ene be no me no be press conference for my. Tofaboni nyina so ma rejected the call woman the court. Monso but there some dia tum ananyeza.
My dear lady come am here with you for Sanche with you for in rain. In fact, Me no me boss is here no me fra Abdulrahman.
I want to free.
I started ejuma.
Master tell you my election.
I started ejuma.
Saturday 11 to next week. And that date here 10. And next week Friday.
Yes, I started ejuma. I started ejuma.
Oh really, sir?
Yes, I started ejuma. Ehia papa because Abdulrahman for aye omo mutu abo. They need somebody in parliament. Okay, say in 2020 elections, yeah, argue say SAFO must get a representative for them. Yeah, technical issues, sir, 4 years. Obi antimi MP for SAO. I'm antimi representative. You can imagine how it affected this constituency. Nti MP ni sama north Abdulrahman North. Nti ne say ye bia no, and yeah, bedu sam pempen so you start to say engagement. McJerry, me know about some combo hyper several times on the Abdulrahman. Yes, position Andra, the Mensa Oma say you be rerun 19 polling station. In fact, rerun is what we were calling for all this while. Rerun, because and no and ever solve a problem. Say I bet solve a problem no without anything. And I bet solve a problem no so electoral process. That's one clear. So when we can say we rerun no there. But now you have 37 polling station and our 19 polling station. Our colleagues on Mukasa there, you will admit you will allow them some Mekasa. But I believe you say those who represented MPP in the meeting 12 June, and a 1st July no oma di party na bro in first say anka on brief is mon penny phone ye pa na nkande amanya press conference. I'm telling you
sir
and amanya press conference
anka on be there
na nka on betie other said obeke say yenko and I said they will work towards the elections,
but the almost can almost raise legitimate points.
in fact me say
easy call parliament
me say
ni
na nka betie ase you better as here. My Jerry, you share on the 12th June.
Yeah.
After you share about 5 times, your position the same. Say your penny say you should scan documents. Okay? And MPP say, oh yeah, you say, oh yeah, invite presiding officer. In fact, into year 34. You say, quite a mudi year, no. You didn't too because in Yamra Kwaimo. So the EC always continue on 34. Naka 3. Even Omoko IGP say, IGP nya bambo. Into Kayaka say nanka issue be a new one on this year. They don't need that kind of police. Also, me catch out that issue that.
Yeah.
And I'll refer me say, oh, issue na see what that no. They will need say they be omo ye bibia any man. That's what they were looking for. Police will be in that area alone. So June on the 12th June. Meeting na ye for Abdulrahman of Debia parties, you know. That was the first time James Atine Mobi. Okay? So we raised technical issues. We raised that ni deputies, ni other officers, you know, are not listening. Because you can say, who need document be? A can be soon of fire out me validate or be document who need be. Almost some of the presiding officers by again, almost say presiding officer Erbano. Almost see a pink seat ebaye. Magyeri. Pink seat can say I say no. In that means the Germans are buying no. Now
one with the pink sheets by.
Yes.
And yet 12 June meeting.
12 June meeting. Almost say
one with the pink sheets.
Almost say a bimu the pink seat buy.
About so red na is ya kase ma me kra me no kra kase.
Omunibi.
One man gas omunibi. What do they have?
Omo.
You be some say.
Say Nkofo kasa no. In fact, that mischief will prosecute people on this issue.
Is that?
Yes, no money be. Enti ye be say James say madam nde wa ha. Emran ma obi kwan say presiding officer. One for pink seat in coffee after election na. Omo say dey bi. Enti say atu abewie after 1 month and I said 3 weeks. Now we be aba say mekita pink seat na e was say na nka from returning officer no. Enie, but that same pink sheet say asaya. How do you consider that pink sheet? Enya illegal. Say illegal. Interbe sir argument, technical issues. What be say questions we are now. So James Eka say baby adine ko do no. Yan na yenko. Na ebesa frɛ bi o.
Pink sheets na yi sidi ba na de ben pink sheet.
Omo pink, omo ni pink sheet. I'm telling you, say you see any pink sheet 37 no. MPP scan document and I to rely. But time na MPP this scan document by ya no. You see I guess how many pink sheet no. Presiding officer. To me the pink sheet by say make a pink sheet. Yamfa when compare MPP there. But in Mrakwaimo Nanka presiding officer pink sheet you don't need MPP scan document.
As a presiding officer, no, presiding officer not sign what validate.
Yes, sir. So kita pink sheet we don't need. But say no, presiding officer the pink sheet on a omode confirm scan document. How do you work like this? But you be share on the 1st July. Yes, 1st July, and this is where the MPP rep no because I'm the MPP for Bruno. MP you see be share no. Omo ka say yan kan kira so far 2 weeks ni then you stand so far e bi akwadwin bibi ho you see ye bibi agina no e ho na agina 37 polling stations no ye be rerun MPP musu den musu 34 no amu ye no ye tie pese mo agina ho na mo fa 3 na aka no e ko ka ho na ye nwie now nyep say two parties akasa Jerry the mensa NHA meeting we bossman e wo meeting no bi all almost officers. This is what Jemensa said. Jemensa Eka said, Adia Amusu, Shaya from the day meeting with the questions, you know. What Timia and Shishemu, I will say, 34 polling station pink sheets, no say mask on it, Ama use scan document, I validate no, and Yanukore. In the meeting, no, and yes, and yet, and but the quarrel woman say only 18 of the scan documents of 34. And I'm presiding officers.
I'm validate.
But the Eka no omuchi apamocha omusi omumba.
Info no so mama.
Presiding officers
no. One so mama.
Omuti make
and no keep one be validate the rest.
Yes, because omuti validate scan document because they didn't give anybody scan document. That is the report we had. And they are right. And they are right. Until you see Eka say NDC, even though you are calling for 37, but essence say yanya presiding officers about validate 18 no. And anamu agents so that day. Until sa 18 no. And no ya beje to mu say a document ya aka we no mu. Okay, Jerry. But 19 no account was 3 no outstanding no. Any 16 no they be aka say the account 34 no. Yentimi mfa account because information na say adedi no. Yanya obi am validate. Jerry. This information.
But men you obi am na
I'm telling you, yes.
Yes. Say the remaining statement of post pink sheets.
MPP source scan document you know.
One man presiding officers and am validate.
Yes.
It's about that they can't rely.
They can't rely.
Those.
Yes, because you need parties to agree on that document. Now, Obisa can say, okay, document we party.
But suddenly be earlier no. One with himself presiding officers and the beba about be validated. That is why one more can say they have.
Magari, me pesa obeti ma se pa me
yeah.
Me say, you see any pink sheet. And now, until on time, I say, I say. But in elections, the pink sheet, you see any pink sheet, now obi what document be the agent other party in G2 you can use it. Until also the no about 55 and 24. Pink sheet be and this any people and buy. Now you see new. But 37 no not parties be no so many hard copy be. Now you say like so man so say 160 na me ni bi. But mo dey be ba na mo G2 ba meje because they say you solve problem. But I bet you 37 na aka no. And this say ni bibio. MPP say and the copy.
Momo dey say oh.
Yes, MPP dey say almost say but almost scan document. And I say scan document there. So then can move scan documents and papa for the election day no before I say yeah. You could have presented it on the 9th of December. Because on the 9th of December, MPP did 25 pink sheet by say when no more. And they did 2 more. But they didn't talk about 37 scan documents. It was later in January. And I'm say you were 37 scan documents. And I see they be an engine to. But a no crap on ye see epe quine at the MPP scan document to war. Echo pen for say mumbe validate.
Say no cra.
Inti police station bianini friends PO. Ever validate ye. They even say agent war, which we argue. But they said they invited them, so they said once they were there, they took it, say, oh my. But the Akano, they never easy. They cannot vouch anywhere, say they validated that one. I can't.
Scan document, you know, number we agent and sign it.
That is scan document, you know, if it's going to work well, you have to have money, you have a pin sheet, and I was scanning.
Yes.
So you can say was scanning. But in this world of IT, we can't rely on scan documents.
Oh, but some more agent validate.
Yeah, so me see, my head didn't we. What the buy no validation? I say no say. Because you say idea and now
agent that sign.
And I say
it's about okay. Yeah, this is the figure.
And I make I say officers, you know, say they be
and to am crowd so am rely.
Because you can't rely on somebody's scan documents.
Oh, but some so much TV.
So if we want to get it,
yeah.
And based on this, you see, Ekachi now say MPP. So you should not moka de be 34 no. Ah, bossman continue parliament no. And then in fact, there I saluted Jemensan. And then me salute Jemensan. This is an officer who deputies me no. Who deputy ba kwa parliament. Who deputies akasa de be akase ya 34 akatre police pen issue no. Na chairperson can say in the information now I'm actually mean there no. In this in a car, you can say, "Koye checks no." Say, "Nanya no say ye di 34 presiding officer a validity document."
Okay. It's 18 out of the 34.
It's the MPP muka de biano. Yeah, admit say it's a wrong information. Into way, into infanya juma. Into 18 na 16
na kano.
I 34 no. Plus 3 na outstanding. It'll be 19.
Oh, and then the 19.
That is the 19.
Oh, really?
In fact, that is why I feel say
it is a Ecobar say presiding officers in the 34 no. Issues no. That
is the issue, the reality. Magari, on say if me catch on. The Sana Evans go catch in the general secretary. Duty general secretary will say they were not aware. So I felt disappointed in the leadership of MPP in a committee in Dra. MPP meeting, no. Say, but my God, now, my catch say, yeah, to move. In fact, una dear James say, what can say we are now? Say, officers in at home. And look at you say, a dear, yeah, but say, obi a contra view, prove me wrong. The directors don't more involved in the process, no. Prove me wrong. That means I can say Tete Bossman, Director of Electoral Affairs, Benjamin Bio, Sribo, all the key officers of Electoral Commission. See, my dear mama, me a commissioner, but these are the facts on the ground. Tell me any issue about it.
It's not just us at the time, Dr. Ansari Bossman, called Parliament, you know. That's how briefing we need.
Yeah, so you ask yourself, how did he get the briefing? Oh, how did he get the briefing? Oh, so for me, the 34, no, I can say 34. You hear police, you know. Now you am validated 16 of the 34. You can validate it, so you are to move. So now the question is, electoral officer ben or can ben soon only 16 car figures no mukasa akatre no. Magere. So one issue no. This is the issue now. In fact, only say some information we so no. They have never informed us right from day one. Nanka time na yakoshia the last time no. Yakase yempili and mukasa say oh ye. Magere by now nanka you issue will come off that. Okay? So when I heard the MPP holding press conference today, said they didn't agree. What did they want to agree on? McJerry. Say, now Evans. Omuye college will get a crown. Evans, no original hobby. Did he say, Omunya other 16 new presiding officers, Anna? Did he challenge Madame no, in the meeting? He said, Madame Debio, 34 years, no, all the presiding officers came to a friend say, validate it. Did he challenge her in the meeting? No. If I'm challenge, MPP rep and challenge the Debio, Madame, information here, no, you first say in fan because presiding officer who are money now 34 nearby, and I'm validating. They didn't prove that one. Oh. So for me, this issue no say ya mamu information na Jemen for instance Bossman ako electoral parliament I can say 34. But 34 no. I'm happy in that say Afenyomaki in parliament today say they will invite Yisi to come and tell him the reasons. And then because Ebia yes MPP rep nearby no. They didn't tell them say e kwanya amu faye am kase omu 18 omu 19 18 MPP scan document o but the same scan document or see because you invalidate we no me on my own I cannot accept it. And you also need political party to be part of it.
Yeah.
And also political party and can be bia presiding officer. And I say Evans at this meeting we mo. That interesting part of it. Evans no say they didn't accept it, you know. Only said now they now accept Sabano Betua security in the meeting. It's the MPP who asked the question. Say now how will we get security? And the mention can say you better invite all your friends, say police, any all stakeholders to now come into it. Once someone raise the court issue be,
Yes.
In fact, they also raised that court issue in the meeting. If they say they don't accept it, they ask say now they say by 19 no court issue we no ebe ni den. Edoji Emma answer ewo. I can say sa court issue na ewo no is based on material no a be use so any part yisi material. And they say yisi I come out and say me use that material ni biwa. Sa court issue muted. Oh, so I seriously don't see the head and tail of this press conference in there, making it look like say Obia Bonibia MPP was not in the meeting. I want to challenge any MPP or say, on my head, the other 16 presiding officers say, Oma endorse the document to tell us if they have done it. I hope you understand me, McJerry.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm following.
Say, oh, that be a quiet no, yeah, me penny for your quiet no. The catch up say 16 no. I see me see ebe endorse here when be don't validate here. So we didn't accept MPP ECs we no. They didn't challenge any of the Jemenson's proposition in this one. So why will you go out and go and tell people say that be 34 year because boss market say we no ye. It's Bossman God that he cannot get misinformed in this issue. How many times the Nyama Anko Parliament ya chance say in my debate no na correct. McJerry. I'm paying Akufado. One fight issue Anko Ameri issue Anko Parliament. Okay, say my chance because I was misled. McJerry.
Yeah.
So going to Parliament, it's not the end of the issue. The details, in fact, my Bossman called Parliament. Did he make details of how they collated the results? McJerry. But me my details say way. What he only said he said 34. I got 3. You need police. But when the detail now came out, you know, it was clear say yam validated 16 of the friends the 34. No? So who now put the document in? McJerry, what for elections? Will you be happy? Say document yam validated yam banka collation.
Them say document validated here.
So what is it? And they say court no more. I'm going to catch the court to say Diamu, you say you validated this in you. Magere. Court no
more. Ebia na woman so.
Me say misinformation no more no. And people see elections, yeah, running elections. So people who are in the commission who are helping them to do this criminal issue, no, will get them. But I salute the men to be stronger in this issue. Estimation deputy in your work parliament. I can 34 in your police say in there. This is a fact. And the deputy who went, who said, Bossman, at the meeting anymore. Bossman, man challenges said, Madam, I tell you how can yes, sir. All the officers now, nobody was able to say debut. The information I wanted there, say netty, nobody. So how can you say, Obia Chinchim electoral commission, sir? Because Waba Parliament I can say James and Ebao. McJerry.
It's not just and you've been a Chinchim electoral commission. But the facts available. It determines electoral commission.
McJerry say me my stand. They are no because I say better than 37 no. But after they explain the validation,
it's almost not just a more earlier stands. 37 no. After explanation by no a rescinded Mosomo decision.
That is why we accepted the 19. And then drop pen about only on July 1st. Okay. July 1st. But all this while no, your mess had details way. Because all these one idea is here catch the so they validated all the 34. Only about to intro. McJerry. Only say Asema boss mo ka parliament based on this one no, akwacha intro parliament wo.
So okay, say we validated 34.
But the record shows say
the record shows say 18.
And I'm validated.
And I'm validated. It is misinformation or misinformation or miscommunication, no? Misinformation, yes. About saying
that is why you see that last me catch I say Dominic Ablimokuma no of issue one. It ye in be in our electoral system. Say yantu abu unsteady. People sit and use this one to manipulate our system. What you say? Because 16 now I am validated. How did somebody validated it?
When the court decision is so because I said the MP before I recall it.
Call me.
And your high court decision.
Said
say police. One bambo.
And they are also not briefing the issue well.
Okay.
Time now issue about on 37 pin sheet. You know. IMP say we scan document. Yes, share IPAC. And I can tell you accept it. In MPP to get YC to do the work without us. And I'm filing for Madamus. High court. Madamus, you're only compelling somebody to go and complete some work. But I want to be responsible, will be a nibi. So this is unity. So the court director said, "Ko ye we juma." Court director YC say, "Ejuma na wo ye no ko wie." But it doesn't lie in the hands of MP and YC to use unvalidated document to collect a result. Anna, the court can say, do you do illegality to complete it?
They will send it there.
Fine. So court are directed. Also need pin sheet. Uko so one validated document, with everybody. And all the came say,
you can't follow court no directly.
Yes. People are committing many problems in these issues. If you will take our time to understand. And if free in the MPP can say, any yantias yet say, it's a 34. Now, I got 3 pay and then John said, you. Now, we say we're permanent to the Western RJ. And that is why meeting can catch will say, if man's in 24 course, I mean, now come call back, I'm catching 24 say, yeah, call ye no. 34 no, they be a can once a man, make a child say, ya collate, 16 of it, you invalidate ye. McJerry, we are sure said Nanka, go there, obey our press conference. And I believe, said McJerry, you having some kind of understanding, you are not shocked in the, this is a revelation.
Because I said your working idea, I still don't get Because I is some win than tennis. And yes, son, and it.
Yes. Into a no. So we say, okay, don't pull it again. On say, oh my mind, on say, I just say no more. I say, okay, me Ablekumanov for voters, and say, on decided, whoever become a winner, we accept it, we go. In fact, say, Yaka say, we go to Aban, issues, representative Mukaye. Almost say one, Matisse, can. Organizer, no, organizer, no. They say, we MC. So, one man, sir, the friend say, remember, the bear tense because of MC, you don't take. When I heard them talking about, say, oh, no, organizer, no, I had to trust them and a yard reward, you know. Can they give me any report on that organizer? At the police, they say, oh, my God,
Maddy, are you not shocking? Say, the issue of Ablekumanov. Video evidence. Na political party supporters, SSN.
You see,
na yenchu biya.
That is why I will even point fingers to the MPP in responsibility. You were in government. I will be here, BBS or buying it. You didn't do anything about it. What did they know? I have one more month for so say, I bet you will be also. My Jerry. MPP were in government. And they say material. Which if the material will affect you, then MPP anyone they didn't fight to say what is their interest in the destruction of the material? If truly they believe say rule of law, no, security what then have you ever asked MPP say?
I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely no debate that there are only 3 remaining police stations yet to be collated. So even if we were to accept a rerun, it definitely ought to be in 3 remaining police stations. Why is it the EC suddenly talking about conducting a rerun in as many as 19 police stations?
Okay.
How did the EC come by those figures? 19 or say by figure. And since when did it occur to be to the commission that these 19 scanned police stations? It's not the only kind that's the working and surface or whole.
Yes.
If
3 way no. 3 way no. It was part of MPP proposal that June 12th proposal. So you got run 3 polling stations. But Utie Kondia can say it doesn't lie in the authority of EC to declare a polling station rerun. Utie press conference no. Was it a high court to Kwan Ebeka say rerun? But they proposed rerun for 3 polling stations.
Because I say so one bedia to Mumpa ebeye the 3 police.
Will you go to high court to tell your court to say so? Oh, double standard no. Omo raise 3 polling station issue we bisa omo rep omo buy that day. Una dey catch omo. There dey circle me say Ben, me friend Ben, former Ablekuman Central MP. Me say we who call Bantama elections. Who say call Bantama elections that who person yanko for 3 polling station no. Now you can some scan document issue. No validation. And then you say you validate 16. So because the 3 that they are calling for in the elections, say you validate it. So why are they now saying say they are validated so no election? How do they want us to use the 16? Magyari. That's what I'm saying. Say, Omomba meeting, you know, I've done the MPP the great disservice.
One man brief for me. What meeting much minutes?
The 2 minutes.
So the minutes are available.
They should challenge easy. They will see. They will challenge easy.
Because they are working at Tremadias to say, and to say you probably further. Near minutes of what happened.
They write, in fact, yeah, back up and say, write everything now. They keep record. The person who took minutes yesterday was Mr. Kwa, who is the deputy electoral service, electoral commission. In fact, what taking me scrap no, sorry, say, a friend say, attendance. And I was say, who the attendance, no, because the meeting is very key.
Your mom copies.
Now, usually, IPAC usually don't give.
But they have the copy.
They have the copy into a bar. They will read for the. But these are the things. In fact, they didn't come initially say they were 19. They never gone to that point. They never. The Mensa never says, "My balance, I'm 19. Mumpe. Debbie, say Mumu Diana more 37 no. Munkro for yeah validation no more hobby. Inti argument now Mumutia no. Munkro for AJ to be. Once your agent has accepted, no, we accept it. Okay, you understand? And a presiding officer so I validate MPP scan document, so I did to mu. But 16 out of 34 no, ya to mu. So which result and I'm to mu? Result ben omukonya wo he. Returning officer penalty na fie and OG 16 and 82 so yeah.
But Maddy, say okay, say the baby akwakodo ni. Now rerun Airbus 19 police stations. More preparations. At the end of catch a bamboo for say the money about them.
In fact,
because they say no, who be before because that one actually no.
That's a very good question. Question where so the same to NMPP beside. And I catch up and say we have a bigger responsibility in this thing. Ya ban our power. So security your core responsibility but before go be call on crap no, you better refer your any as enough. We may have to build upon as enough by elections. Okay? Because we know the kind of architecture police there improve on that. Wake up and endorse. We discussed this thing there in the meeting. We said it. In fact, Omoka say your power in Tebe win, we refer them to as enough. Say, now, no more power na you win or as enough. That this discussion has happened. So you better call some now be a piaka some for fraud. I think it is not helping us. It doesn't help. My position, in fact, Nanka Yisi Eka say 18 polling stations, And I said the Eka will be piano. Ya validating it now. Magdalene can day and say run issue. Nanka Yisi letter on the buyer no. Or because yes, share no, ya more details and nobody has it until we are ready to declare. And the result in our canon so no. Nanka a bit a difference say affect the result wa. You still have the care result from there. What you say? So this sure. I mean, from me ya nanka oppose that validation no.
Yeah.
When James say Madi, open away that argument way. Don't make kwabenya. Nanka record rerun. But agent me no agree on the document.
Yeah.
And a presiding officer G2 mu.
Internet just say validate. Yeah.
Inti Madi, man yes argument. In fact, that's what he told me. Man yes argument. And I'm saying, Madam, your man yes so. It's that kind of discussion so. Because because Obakaya don't call parliament, Majority leader Eka say, what share IGP police, Omokacha says some presiding officers who they say they validated denied the work that they did. But on this one, we close our eyes on this. Yemma and no enco for the future reform. But the young validating quantity, it will not happen. And then you, Majeri. 18 in fact, it was only on the 1st July. And the minimum said 19 be wow. You validate until you know. Because minimum 18, minimum 19 no. We have only 37 polling station. So we have now requests from them say Mumma and 19 amoka wasam. In Mumma and 19 no crap on how many mistake that could be. So we are going to call their minds to it.
Okay.
Police station be Oma declared that. Oma that can 19 no more.
I'm an 19 I'm
19.
Meaning say back could be
they need to reconcile on that one. We've seen that one. And in terms of typing, it's allowed. But so I want anybody who listed, who understand, say yam validate, I call it say, yes, James and friends and Bosman call parliament. I will not, but who can say that no Bosman call
Parliament House.
Me no nya interview.
Aye.
I catch you say yen ntumu.
Emma wo kra wo kan say easy pa you doubt what the position here they kra to.
Yes.
Say wo mu ni.
Yes. Oh. We never speak, and I say we don't like the noise. So, a by-election is about the country. It's about money. It's about our future. The only thing that makes us enjoy this country, that peace in your woman. So it's expensive. Now, we must start to say, rerun, it will cost. Democracy is expensive. And that is why
if he demands, say to say rerun.
We need to do
baby as will be elections crown say yes I to be crana.
We need to do it right.
You have to do it. We have to do it. Of course and
in NDC and a car GC no I can say 16 no the count no it's like telling us say air contest, you know. They didn't know how that 16 got into their data. Okay? This is where we are.
But the other national chairman, Eko can say GC, chairperson, the 2 deputies or Moko. Then I'm winning in flame arguments here. Go. I didn't think that's all Kasa. To me, bend on one, no better me up. So, be a bravo. Yes.
I mean, the pastor one can say, where you
but say, only
feelings and a walker.
But that's not a ruling political party.
Feelings, I think feelings in crying, feelings be over last day.
Are you sure? Yakamu, son of national chairman, Uraquabeneji, Yakupon very crazy. The same thing. So many ways to kill a cat.
Now, how many times in it? You see, my Jerry, but when we can say no. The Pulu, be to even confuse even the system. Because Mamu said the MPP have mentioned say because of that until first say the men's credibility no wa concede to say me 18. But me say 18 no more can want 16 polling station. Nobody validated it. Yaka here no. In fact the MPP reps in there no. How many best times say they say I didn't go no. But that's the reality. This is the reality. Okay. So, yes, they want to go to court. I believe you say, maybe they are listening. Maybe they will call their rep to ask them questions. Say, I'm Papa say, you are validated 16. Say, I'm validated, do you accept it? In fact, let all the MPs now. Then you can see elections be a cost, so I am validated. Would you accept? Okay, say 2020 elections.
Yeah.
Result to be by America say because Oman sign so Oman validating they are waiting. It's the region. And Oman trying to get the final one to add it to it. One validating issue. YouTube, you can use it. Until Mr. Minu open people. The reps has misled them. As Bosman was misled to go to parliament and make statements and accurate. But the reality is say, you validate. If I were to be them, they will find another way to engage. I will find another way.
But they are okay, so you see, I decide one more they have to answer certain questions. So. Because
yes, in fact, for the sake of the public. They could have been briefing the public as what is going on.
I didn't know a GMO recent meeting. 12 June meeting and sign.
That be 1st July.
1st July. Where recent one here.
1st July.
I didn't know 1st July meeting and sign.
All this information, ever. So on what grounds? And a bossman.
Because he still could have known this.
They know. Some of the officers know, but they were not briefing Jemense. They were not briefing Jemense. They know that information now. You see the attitude. Meeting now you call all the meetings. The way they defend the 34. So in now they mention a baby. I was watching them whether they would do the same reactions. I was watching them when they would do the same reaction. Amudi say 34 we cannot go back. And my boss can say even a career read and it's dangerous to democracy. But he forgot to say yeah, invalid document is even worse dangerous to democracy. Who gave him that information? Because they sent somebody from the office to go and monitor the exercise. And the information about what is EC doing to that persons? Those people. These are the same thing we hear about transfer. Officer to me transfer will be one back. The kitchen will say easy. Men defending you because a former in your ACC or former are different. I'm going to say they be in Crawford, you can trust them. These are the same thing. 16 year invalidated by returning officer. On be auto supervisor here. I'm a police agent. I'm a illegal thing. Now, I'm going to say police. That's what I say. Once they were inviting police, and Brown, they knew what they have done. SGC.
But how about what the you say by elections drew are different from general elections?
Okay, say
baby say you still need protection.
As I read on the way, the police, the EC have never written anything in their letter say we need a service of police.
What matter?
Say police not paying in this.
Something to my police won't provide the
security as we do of every election. Say two police at the police station, but we have gone beyond. Say how we discuss the security issues. Sure, okay.
We count on the Ghana Police Service to provide the needed security because to ensure safe environment.
Because in the meeting, you can say you best share the political parties, any IGP, any EC. To deliberate on the security that will
IGP meetings not a year fruitful. Account in the BBC.
Why? Because yes, Kokachila almost say 34. I can't rape. Into Kokachila almost say yes, as someone will catch it on. And your facts. You know, you yente once. Into woman, yes, I meeting no. Then we'll come to you to ask for protection. And none police is out. Issue. That is why we did a June 12th meeting. Any first meeting we. So they say police meeting, no, ashe. What you say? Because now the fact is they say, so now about 34, no catch police, no catch now we have indicted. Say some now MBB buyer no. Not 16 you validated. Because what they could have asked that meeting is say, yeah, 18 validated. There challenges. Into a person invalidates the account. But I'm saying, and we raise questions. In fact, one of the defense of Dr. Bosma said because cameras, television stations are haunted, legitimate. So they legitimize a document a young validity on a TV camera. Mike Jerry, I thank you today for giving us this opportunity to make sure to understand this thing. Because they be a minu can assemble
but mind you say there be a can that it is hard because same information with the money
yes
and my conversation
and I say
always what can say easy any
yes
this thing to me can say or what yes you mean and the work up but some information we
in fact who say on my information who say who say simple. If this information
because I dear simple when you attend a while.
Missing and get bantam.
I simple, but now you're not a what.
If I think Mr. I will not for Ghana for MPP can do their press conference. I have no issues about that. But the reality need 16 documents.
Because I share MPP press conference in the mois. In summer, we came. So say Yana Juma Yawano. In Yadagio, yet yes, someone yet to me provide the relevant information to your listeners. MPP press conference. Meridi, how many pages? Just about what is it? 8, 9 pages. 9 pages in na MPP for a kind. One man can was some way.
Yes,
because they should have said in the press conference. Yes. Said your work is a sapanet. Your way to my did only say wo ka asema e ji wonim say dey am no break here say easy ba be 90 police na easy for press statement in man
for to ka say they are now working
on it
but bibi betimi is then they brought a letter
yes
what you say so
and she said ya wo can say ya dey asem ka that is a information is missing in the press conference
at parliament
I miss what parliament
about police
police so information wey amese media information wey nyina amese say na 34 no
yes
emu 18 and a presiding way officers ejitu mu amo amanyoku fanzo mo so ma dia tu
yes
eti akwa 16
plus the 3
outstanding 3 some information we were missing in the conversation
but you wish you were long ago. This is the reality. They should come and tell us, say, in this the rep of the MPP.
In fact, Evans in the Macron said, about our set so our program be so and into maintain my try and I should have gotten one of them.
So what they are doing now?
Why they buy Evans in why
Evans in Ben, former Ablekuma Central MP.
What the Ben?
You know that I need something.
Former Ablekuma
Central MP. They have called him Ben.
But I will check it. So these are the reality.
The reality.
It's the moment ready.
Oh yeah, ready. You see, it doesn't mean say we are saying we are ready because we are empowered to win the elections, but we are ready because you are not answer to the issue. What you say? Because we are not open of the issues. Because after 6 months, you cannot now come and tell me, say, I'm going to validate anything again. What you say? After 6 months, if this information had come earlier around January, December, we may have found a way out in these issues. In the rerun, and your High Court, and I declare rule before there will be rerun by High Court. Then there's the election. You are declaring elections, and there will be a petition elections.
Now High Court.
In fact, High Court is required. I feel even beyond in seven
because there is no declaration.
There's no petition. You cannot petition them, and just mean you cannot even injunct this election because a process now we injunct. I can say elections and I say then. So I really don't get what the MPP is going to look for in the court. I really don't know what they are going to look from the court. Say the court say you invalidated 16 documents. Court you frown on document you invalidate, but you find elections. Is that what they want to say in court? Is that what they are going to round say? May trust say 60 documents in there you invalidate your binding to me. So intimate press conference. Let me tell me did we really go for this one uncle? And now mina because on say all the government
it's here one man demonstrate BBA say woman giant.
Say omuka chere say ade is here apa isi ka wie no. We need solution. We say NDC can say we need to have a solution. Inti akacha say we will not go home on this. Inti how me pay Efrem national chairman. Because we need eduji ene. So I told you say that let's get an opinion. Say na could delay our issues we. Inti pay Efrem national chairman say chairman. This is what the EC have now presented the fact of the issue. Inti why do you need? You are there. Once it's a convincing issue, Jitumu. And I buy a chairman say, Jitumu. If I remember, you did so any chairman can say because Enquire said, Minkwana Eka wants them. Then we came to report to them. Say, any national chairman, Akasa. So I hope I'm not catch say, in fact, a grow crabo. Say, Muslim from national chairman. And I got this guy, oh, some carbon in national chairman, say, that he has 3 issues. But they said they will go back to their office to meet their executive. But I think, I believe, either say, Evans, I brief on we, but Boapoye bin on we say, on your press conference. Or Evans I'm reform ye. But I know Evans very well. I know Ben very well. They will take them through. Perhaps maybe the party decided to say, yeah, wait for the optics. To create that tension, to smell somebody. But next idea, Nanka press conference, I'm telling you. More so that constituency is your stronghold. Nanka Diabe said, Charlie, elections not here, Kono. When, how do we protect it to be IGP, a bad day? In fact, almost besides a court issue, because a court issue, almost besides so court issue, no, many day. So we explain to them. Until I'm still wondering, how come they did this press conference? How come? Only answer because obviously, Boss Maka say, by if a rerun and yet the option. But they themselves are calling for rerun in their press conference. Are they not calling for rerun? Are they not calling for rerun? So the same people are saying rerun and your option. The same people are saying Nanka rerun and 3 polling station. Which is which? Majari, which is which? I will urge them, which I know it's also another strategy to make us feel then last minute they will zoom in the constituency but I believe for what we have tried to explain today they will pick it in a good stride and say but at least we will change. Maybe somebody can come and do a new press conference so that you take that pressure on JK. So, but I think that they have done great disservice to their party and this country on this press conference.
Okay, therefore, and someone na ma di ebiomodi amaye no said ye see ye meeting no aseno no. Eno na nam soma MPP omoda babe press conference. Na and some the vital area ewom done in some nyina ni be kra me wanwa says dey we wa dey ya tena ho till this time. You see ekoko pie mo na ne dia mad why interest kai but about the man was to say officers in brief chairperson
in make say
Dr.
Bosman
no Dr. Bosman sorry and me ambe papa former director of cerebral doctor she's only a director electoral services training
electoral service in Benjamin they are direct into the election. So what exactly that they reported? But at the end of the say, I salute J. Mensah to be able to say, my deputies, even though they have said this thing, but I'm doing this for Madagana. But only my Jerry, one idea interest as recent meeting and on the 1st July meeting, no. We and J. Mensah and Bompire as an starting meeting, no. Inti ebe wie dem ka say madam mpaibo na obon den no a nsensam na wo ka wo mpaibo no mo next time ba meet wona be bon pai o and this what you say but I believe there will be elections on the 11th July so there will be peaceful elections. The people of Ablekuma North, even though a delay, but they will get a rep very soon in Parliament. It can go either way, but that shows the people have decided. But yes, idea we will continue being at this point. Mimpene to the point say yanya MP in the area, Mageri.
Okay, I just for memra Mosona Yanje Madwinchre. Madi, enti yebeda se say obai. Since our separate assignment, I think I have to leave you.
I think meanwhile as our conversations and I mean blows are and I also appreciate your understanding what issues we you can engage the EC, you can engage anybody say sema no about validation no it is and it is if you get MPP, mama unchu wa doing parliament issue no. Bisamo say it is say you validate 16 yisika yesa banka. Did they challenge that decision? Our meeting no more. Okay? Did they challenge say Madam Moka say validate that be yen too because nim say validate. They didn't challenge that one. So unfortunately say we have a press conference. But it's good for our democracy. Say it's Mama phone continue and you to trust them for this one.
But violence in elections.
I don't
say way supporters and causes a pinches via.
But I'm sure they will follow me political Jenny.
Yeah.
I'm somebody I don't. In fact, my catcher almost say the criminal issue.
We have to
deal with that one.
Yes. We have to. Video footage is
what. Say
say IGP okay more than 1 year. In fact, there will be own funny.
Say people will continue.
One bet was why yes.
This kind of this scan sheet Weber. They pasty way. They go to 2 hours.
They go to 2 years.
Move from all these things. I have said it. I have said these things. And that's why I don't want to join the two things together to confuse everybody. The process of elections in a year, you can want them.
Yeah.
Criminal issues, so we'll deal with it. In fact, the echoes they say, Majari, I believe you propose, we should even go beyond when a man boss my information. Ultimately, sustain it.
Yes.
I believe that you ask.
Oh, yeah, you of it, you know, yes. We will do that.
Who
because I said, get to me who? Yes, say all this one. About the send on no said 34. Police station were validated.
Police spend a train in your BBN.
No.
You should get
your band. Send a meeting. A copy of say na entesa. It went in that parliament to see a house of records. Hands at a capture. What do we do? It's Monday. Monday, because who's a Monday now? You see my mobile elections on Friday. It's Monday morning show. So in fact, we have to.
Minority leader Eka say, "On easy parliament,
but
to explain how they arrive
at this decision because before the elections.
Because the time now we are meeting, they didn't explain anything. Majority leaders who can say, briefing now wanya. Actually, say validation issue, and I'm going to do that stage. It will help all of us to correct that information in our parliament. Yes, sir. People will still, in fact, they quoted that Bossman called parliament. Bossman called parliament. But parliament information being and all the call, that is the issue. Me, in fact, I've told you, say, I'm 18 issues, say, I validated, no. Man, maybe I know, me can't want to send you. In fact, me know what I say. You are required to say easy. Vote now. You have to do up to plus 18. No, me know what I have to do.
Okay, so when we 18 if free, 19 if free.
My result. This is something ABCD.
Okay, so say 18 a barbecue.
Into my we no. Me not my friend Mundra. Up to now, me not sankai.
Okay. How you need 100.9, Maddie? Yeah, that's so bad. Good. 030225790 and 03022435540. Okay, Bebato Bajo. David, I don't go. I do offer. Yes, man. Yes, you go. Young Granny. Yo.
Omudie omanyagisa omudi omunewo sinose obubeye mama endi omone na ene ebirumu ene omusi ene ebirumu ni agia appointment from kwa no mando omufo bedo omo assistant ni board doctor computer ni doctor omonibo ama omache yes omuye bele ebienda madi biase okay yes yani na abalo all rolling abekuma all rolling to Yakoboa on Abra Obis na baby I was saying that no yet best one victim sabi and Lydia if you are carrying Brahman area more papa I find yourself yeah we come my no way never
Okay, me that same. Mame for Frodi ho, beba cho majo.
Chairman McGee.
Yes, I too.
Ebacho minute to pachi ashimo soba kanable. Rawo chairman man you so now say me just one sana kama bodi. Unim. Udi say na ya me bodi me pen na ya echichire me re eno na mama reshi mu mama komato yemu. Iwa to de dia na me bu ofupa na me fro. But me bodi chairman McGee na makoma seto.
Enya bufu ne de frɛ radio so. Dale. Nti ya member bufu. Ya fa bufu frɛ radio so. Na wa mo kon ya na papa. Ntokwa se enko ntokwa.
Kira sa mi fro na mi bu ofu a ni kwa mi nya boni bia.
Yo yenko e.
Bra. Mi fro masomo do mi kwa binya type na mi butuo. Mamenda ajano wana se na me manage de. Chemo man se me ba asam no so tiawa. Be de me catch NDC telephone se on. Syria callers ye kan ho na NDC edu pempen so ayewe. Hwe se ajano one ne papa nimpon wo wu at the form. This is still with the radio programmer. Which means to me papa this was free. Seven prediasa. Yes, ye ni pama. Nti NDC panipo ya shada ni aye din. E brene da so. Afa yamra sam ne so. Chema manje. Maminda mi ame boss ma di bi ase. Na no we ma dey bi headquarters be link kan wasem wa. Ye be kan wasem wa chiro. Winim. Se MPP for se omun ko election on. They can go to hell. And maminka sem we chiro. Se yisi eye de be upa on yisi enkoji tepa. Enje ahafano is this ahafano south any north tepa ne mankranso nyina enfama NDC J Mensa any Bosman Asare ni omo maka ombefrio. You know crime say they have not been fair to Ghanaians, especially as we be sipayo. Sao Central Kofi any Lolobini omo maka. Omanya president MP representative in the parliament for 4 good years. Omukra yenka se wi asensei. Na mo na one e betima ka se obi otete pink sheet mu o NDC ni. Okay, ena di panti wa yenchi no wa bra sabre mu na mu wa ban ni. No kure ni sa wo ye di ya ko ni mtie. Se no abase yisi se woni no mu feel se omutumi no ometro opposition no ma san supersede Ghana, no, NC. You see now who said the need for, I said it is the last option, say, on Macassi and Koya rerunning of election or something. And that you do. In the LP before you eat a humble pie, say, Omubaja to Miyako, Omudi Kunima, so be it. Oma Nim Kunima and this Dim Kunima, Omukot fear on. Omu first year Sanya Juma, Senebaya, Omunya Konya and Bebuma, no my Yama ye.
Madam, sir. Mame kwafo froso beba chomajo.
Agare mejojo.
Yetio.
Agani moni kata fro fan coveria. Do you mean Saka with na education. Mention na mentia honorable doctor my and honorable Kankambodu. O badin din and Dafi Haji answer so badin din. Yo the American na say abale de sanka ya 12 euro nanka kaka kremi abubu asoso nanka obewi ni nanka wawini ena akoye sey eni je court so decide bi ti edi ka dia court ana court to decide eni aje sa court bi na.
Okay, yafa yowa majo
Magje, good evening sir.
Yes sir, it's you.
Correct. Magje, the woman say yes sir ablukumafo. Yes, some baby. Oh, say His Excellency John Dramani Mama or Bud Papa. It's a break my phone. Moon started me to Maba. article is a intimate papa Glorialand or Muno and the Madame for Munya what Namuya campaign on the 11th for no Yakoto Abano, so Mupu or Mumpu, Munkoda. I didn't Kasakan or Sunun Katan Kasano, the same Cafe, Umunamu Rim, into Umuni Shaka, and draw a free Mamino also. What's it? And I'm Yakunafo, and I'm Mubomio, Ganafo Mubomio, Ganafo, now also a bois. They say a regular obby or parliament. One boot for boot, you match you Paco Munina for Bush, McDerry, Namin Shaw.
Madam, sir. Maybe I saw my memoir. Hello. Yes, sir.
Champion McDerry.
You too, Uncle.
And you may have some green count.
Uncle.
Where well near Bema, I was content and I'm was against the course. I mentioned me MP, a year about Tampa, either Adua as you were. McGerry, and you see Adaka said, a year Ablikuma, North Constituency, you know, a year 19 police station who are almost a rerun or am I able to only election or Ablikuma North. And chair, and a boss, I could not parliament. I can't tell you, yes, I say Ablikuma North, no, I can't take police station here. I was some collation, no mood where we knew or want to know. A bed in say evacuate rerun election, I will be enough. Parliamentary hands that I record star agent, I'm a dressing in 8 years. It's not a den original swa, original parliament, I can't start a Ghana for any aviating in Anum. A bassina, no more the yarding a diagro. Because young coast, young coast Crampuno, and you say, and you may be a Ecosa and the Ecoso. McJerry. Who did this NDC Elvini Ablikwa North election now? And got the echo so hard. Tamu George and I just say Omunika election by force, my rebel, a home member of Parliament side one. Who's on Quebec? I don't know. Normally say one lose and two sad mono. Because there's one loose and the officer Omoa Bear Moonty and Omdi a Runa and intimidation. I just say.
Na rerun na NDC for na eka isi na conclude on the NDC MPP aye meeting. Na NDC for na eka.
Na major unu dia akoso behind the doors are yen.
And only a deba de no.
Jewa esedinka deka yen say yisi no oye.
Munya sen some na keka na dia mo kan we no enye munya sen some na keka. Why? Eju okay na nuti na the decision aba.
Okay.
Me say eye nuntiri ana.
Me dey no man dream dey me feel say nuntiri na mata dey we na aba no. Because I don't want say
MPP ni bi obeka say se edu nkete asem na influence na chese mo so mo wa ben mo no na mo influence yisi. We shouldn't do this politics. Anya fe. Politics na ya mo me kwa anim kakra won da bia de ete na ete. MPP ni timi ka say ese edu nkete asem na okaye no na influence dia. Ene na mo MPP fo mo so mo wa ben mo no na mo influence yisi. Don't do that. You see, me say some them no press conference am open for kan no. O man ye ko mo me ya ni bie. E te say ya ni bie kakra. You see?
Majali obi
anya fe o.
Obi anya bio.
Hey, anu poni e.
Ensema ekofo karo.
Eti MPP influence yisi. Ena we ba ya ese do nkete asem okokan ye na influence yisi.
Ekofo Ghana ha no. Ayata.
Okay. All right, Martin Medan say ma change mamie. Nana Makomedan say ma memfa di odi ho. E somebody ba ye say we understanding. Won tiasia obeka sasa gwatra. En hold water. And we yan your programs your basoa ye nya adaje bisa critical questions. So that owo we tie ye wo hwen obetime nya understanding. Na orese do keta na sama orese do keta tumi be no wo betim de change easy. Ya ko anyway majo.
Me jo ma je me wa jo be dia boko de.
Nya me ado be tio.
Ma wa kuma so we o me di senior college de o wufu ubiti be ko so. Na je no
me BP timi ko so but I will correct bad impressions on radio. Because o man ya said ya no ya ba betra radio so na ya say ya ji sika gu ye bottom keke. I said ya correct change the conscience of the state. You see?
Ghana man nti o kana enyo bi da see an onbeye. And you will mention producers. The Kenneth Amiwo Michelle Camp. We for the issue so called Irani Ablikumanov election now. Because minim yenti almost atina wa 6 to 7 months and some will take a decision we. On say entina for fresh or mumpam almost some enya bibia ya ma akoye sebia ye politics. But in American and the best easy for na assembly bar jina omunan so emonka so we na wo hon see ya mana consider we feel we aba and ya mana so ye di we yes I na for no ye be so ye politics e wo easy hono and so ye politics and I mean say empty for e ho mo strong e ye dey na say gidi say ma me na wi ni ansana ye konisia omunko na yenko jina ni ewe ni dia enya ye Ghana for
okay
yembo na mining cost you that's it
Medaso amefa kola wa ko wa hai Majo
Yaja
Yetio Amiadum
Sedi ni me prefer United States of Ashama Mini abema nyame ni sira mu net ma fa mo bo ama o my Ghana sene ka party A party C party D enye enim ye enuanom o mani ye na epe se wuti radio ni so no o mani ye na ope o so obi ka asama ensem pata no o correct no da na epe nti bibia ye bia ye bebu hu akonta o ade a wonnim me magi ama obi no mu da prison up to now nti nukura wo ho no aka nukura no abato no ye betu nde ye betu no ochina nyame adoma bibia be koso pepepe me dem as
all right ozomedas Majo
Ijoso
Yetio
Yeah, my Jerry, me pacho, me did you of a key, make a selfie new press station circle.
Yo.
Yeah, my Jerry, my memo about so my power body above my Ghana. My Jerry, your best three, NDC for yes, Remo. Because you said, yeah, an idiot. No, yeah, question.
Yetio of a key.
Latino. They say na NDC for by year dia na 3 police station ye yes ye kokai na no ma ko send ye mani e jai yes ye kokai no ma ko send ye ma dia enya MPP for futu ametu o me se mesre o mo vigilante na no mo kan NDC for do mu o mo de enti o mo trust ye betimi dia year 2028 because the papa anya fi abone nya fi politics yankasa no enya nya beso e no wakoye ho teme Then there's a president, your mama, being up, your friend said, 24 hours economy, a scam. Because we have another time, I won't be enough. Oh, be enough, ready.
Wafa, Medase, and they discuss a blue kuma. 24 hour, 24 hour, and they'll be discussing in the morning. No,
okay. Medase, your mama did a scam.
Mamma, Fafo Fruity, Majo. Yes, sir.
One year after Revenue Kobukuru this year. Margery, about one more my impuntu bum. But Mestre Ghana Henfo. Ghana Limam for Mestre Penfu can be a woman. Chair, and you may be a say. So we are buying out here Goma. And was a bibia would be near day a year. I break my bam on the sky. Say, I give war umpeto bekano kure Margery. Ye two about ye. Baby a passage boy man peso. Amuko say the party office ebu near menina. So marini. Ye koka in ye na passage boy man honorable no wini. I break kuma hodi. Letter commission kasa abba parliament. Abba the candidate ye. Letter commission atuna numu to say ata 3 polling stations. O here bambo. Na ya bone ho ban no akọ declare aba no ye nan sorry a letter commission to na sa dane na no aba say aka 19 police station ye kwakoto aba Margery hwe ye ba election
me ba cho yandan sorry o tie bra yandan sorry yade electoral commission for a meeting with the political parties and they agreed
and nana MPP for to say upon meeting, no, at some now go our parliament. What the two were no to say, we hear police and Bambo,
Not 3 police station, no, Yapako declare or no, not for young Yabrukmano. And near in the bar, yeah, that's more cassette. There are 3 police stations, you know, Nimsa, and yes, 19 or 17, no. Moment you mind you, Magdalene, you are from here. And none of them will say we interview NDC. Guy, no study and notice second name. Mr. On mine, yes, today. Sabi NDC put a majority to the sense there. The way for MPP one. Sabi enya hwe o muta fo na boka de. Fa me stre yewura don mama. Me stre yewura don mama. Sabato we ko baso na nyame fa sa ma kokota krasre tu a. Ono na Ghana fo be bon tu so. Enti me stre yemfa periperi yenya adwuma na nyese NDC wa bam nti a atutra sam ni ade nko a adan. Ene hwe ne ma bo ba bi akoju. Ekwamu de yen. Lenya life nyadwuma. Tuwa wa fomo so yentifo so. Emiane board dollar wa fomo so yenhunu hwe. Na mo de 1 police station. Nyame hu ye mobo.
Okay. Mame to aso na me fa de odi a. Majo wentime gina so. Mame fa do no so a. Beba cho majo.
Yeah, good evening. Hello.
Beba cho yetio.
I am one be say Ablekuma MPP strongholds and so almost through say Umbeko Kotwa. That means Omo who say Yaman Kuye Emo so we a member a Domi Kobina Quantis for to me I just almost MPP 4 who Quashante with the great magic 10 sit back 10 into almost say Corrana Umbelusu. They say Diego Mama and this 4 years and one shares a medium fee and draw such gold and it's a capulum or my Ghana and this in a kuye. Nti Ghana for yesterday Ablekuma for munya krado 11 for ye ba ho dia abato na beba so omumpe beto aba no ya me show bibiara.
Yeah, that's it. Me fa last one. Majo eh?
Hello?
Yes sir.
Yeah,
Yes you.
Kwame Adombo atinya densa. Yes Tanya Ablekuma wholesome akoyene ye best MPP for say one class na yanto abana na enye de pass game na yanto a you be win no no we win and you so moment class na yenye na pass game bra said you be win no Ghana erenche you be win no enye hwe ensita hwe nti yes so moment class na yanto abana that
Me pa chon so me da se ha na ye se obi bia ofre bia ye da se ye de dwuma de se in fact nyame ya adoma ochina holiday ye kodi holiday ochina eye holiday na ye kwei ye ko na de akwadwojo ye ho nti ye sorry dwuma de so DJ Toxic eba be take over Mamenka will say despite auto mobile or despite auto museum you be able to go and have fun despite auto museum me ba choko ha ka sa ye yesi ho se brana be ride dia opese utinam na gwa ye twu so hene despite auto museum omobo virtual reality games. HSL say yes. Standardized. It's free. Number is 0556 26 26 26. 0556 26 26 26. And at 0200 030011. 0200 030011. Despite Auto Museum. Koye. Bichia Quantre for Penny CEO. Order Jomen's Construction. Once I'm a say Jomen's one day. Arapansa I'm a catcher no. Say Uwufie bi apese renovate. O amanone teacheru pese obesi dan wo Ghana. Ufie bi pese renovate. And now pese wisi wo dan bi. Afi na be yakwane aba site ni ade mesro Jomen's Construction so be yini nyina ama. Enebo edda form. Friend is 0243 973420. 0243 973420. 3420 and 020 49 66262 020 66262 Jomens onen enkasa yako nyame pa ejuada ebehia wa morning show so na ejuada ekona blikuman sensem no yebeko so ana wetimenya the proper and better understanding ewo ablikuma issues are ekoso now when we say yeah, this is really what is going on, because elections in the bus of Friday say MPP to me is secure court injunction there. They just say they are going no say woman is secure there. They just say no so they are question no. Yani yisi for bekasa every adwa de ko. Na ye bi so mo say eba ne sen e no mo call parliament ko kan 34. Na afi o mo ko hia wo mo ko hu say na ade no. Eye 18 pe e no mo to validate here. These are some of the questions that we have to ask. In some of the bar, obi to say Sandra, let me to ball as okra, menka nasem. In some of the bar, you need the proper understanding. Na yemfa and cancel. You see, and yes, I would see a chilekeke. Now, one trotro, no be kana wo kebi. So move follow your mubia. A German yan with passion. Because a bear yase gun and you walk on that obi chagan and intro. Ana obi kan sema emfata e ba ne sana yemu be no ne ye ho tete we do it with passion, and yes we be arrogant but we do the work with passion. And we tell away my point and you tell na holiday no how much na esim e bo adwuma ye mere because we do the work with passion, and ye ketua na adwen adias here inti ye ne say ya ne nyina ne de to adwen o kire wadwen no kire wadwen wo kwan papa so. So, it's free next week. On the better make on the morning show. Make what 40 minutes na course wo yi si wona mama beken kan. Na me friend people need the notice one be bisa no. Me friend is need the notice one e bisa no. Na magana for na informed decision. Na we two way. Enye fair. Madam was medin the luxurious agyeman okokroko. Madam say so obebo me chidom. Kwesi aboaje na me channel manager. Dr. Faradex na executive producer. And now, Miami General Manager Kennedy Asantio say, Esquire. Yada say ye dear see. Yamiko Bibia ho. One would be attempt, Yadamase. Uncle Swendi attempt. And yes, she. Yamisha was a moody attempt. Monsua, Moboy Abaso, Monsua Damase. Yamobi be a happy holiday. Here come.